Good evening, dear viewers. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for liking the two shorts which I posted yesterday and today. So I'll keep posting short ones also because I think they are more interesting. I'm quite convinced that since they are short, they are interesting. But we cannot give up on grammar. So in keeping with my promise that I'll be coming back with the second part on the teaching of nouns, I'm back with the new presentation. It has, of course, the ways to teach, the activities that should be conducted, and a handful of very, very interesting games as well. So let's start off with the presentation. And here it is. Right, I'll just share it with you. Okay, so welcome back to teaching nouns at different levels in school. So in the previous video, I had spoken about the pre-primary stage, and now we are going to deal with the teaching of nouns at the primary level, right? From grades 1 to 5, and that also I've divided into two, grades 1 and 2. Initially, we'll discuss, and then we'll go to grades 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So what are we waiting for? Let's start off. So teaching nouns at the primary school level, which is grades 1 and 2. So that's the foundation stage, right? Grade 1 and 2 are the foundation stages. So here we deal with basic noun recognition. Okay, the children should understand the concept of a noun, what noun exactly is. Of course, we have told them many a times that nouns are names of people, places, and things. But just giving of the definition is not enough. They have to understand what a noun actually means. So we start with concrete, tangible objects in the classroom: chair, blackboard, fan, table, teacher's table, dustbin. So all the things which are around in the room, they can be spoken about in the classroom. So they see things: boy, girl, lady, all right, walls, window, door. All of these are nouns. So children see things and then they understand that, okay, the things that they can see are nouns. We can also use pictures and real objects. Of course, I've spoken about the real objects just now. The teachers can also make use of charts, all right, where you can see trees, flowers, street, bushes, birds, people. So all of these things can be shown through a picture, and students will definitely understand that what we are actually talking about are the things that they can see. We'll come to the abstract nouns later. Then categorize these nouns as people, places, things, and animals if you are showing a picture. Or you can take them to the playground, you show them people, teachers, students, principal, peon, Didi. So they get to know the people who are around them are examples of noun. Places, playground, classroom, a laboratory, library. These are all places that you can show them in the school. Things, there are so many, I've already mentioned them. Animals, of course, they won't be able to see too many of them. But yes, they can see birds flying in the sky, because dogs and cats and monkeys and all are not allowed in the school premises. Now, some activities that we can conduct to sort of, make them understand things in a better way. So we can have I Spy games focusing on nouns, like what can they see? So tell them to enumerate the names of the things which they can see around them. Then we can have pictures. It could be on the blackboard, or it could be something on your electronic media. You can have your, those screens that you have. So they can be used. So you show them pictures which do not have the names of paths. Okay, so as the children come out with the names of the paths or whatever picture you are showing, you can label them. You can keep adding the names over there. Suppose it's a tree. So roots, branches, trunk, leaves, flowers, fruits, all of these can be mentioned. Then we have a game known as Noun Scavenger Hunt, which I'm going to discuss in detail. And then drawing and labeling of objects. Initially, we had the picture ready and they had to name the parts. But now they draw and label the objects themselves. Suppose it's a fish, all right? Fins, eyes, tail, body, mouth. All of these things they can enumerate on their own. Then we come to proper versus common nouns. This is like we begin with student names versus general terms. Student is a general term, but names can be Karina, it can be Preksha, it can be Ajay, it can be Vijay, it could be Atul, it could be just anything. And general terms we can talk of horse, cage. Horse could be Chetak, it could be just about any horse. And cage also is a general term. Then we include familiar places. Like for example, restaurant is a general term and McDonald's is a proper term. School, it's a general term. The name of your school, some convent school, some army public school, some kind of public school. So that is the name, the actual name of the school, and school, of course, educational institution. Then we also tell them that for proper nouns, we use capital letters. Like for example, in Daisy, D will be capital. If we say Meera, then M is written in capitals. The activities, we have name sorting games. Then we have creating personal noun books. Like name sorting games, you give them mixed up names of trees and flowers, all right? And animals. So you tell them that these are the three main categories: flowers, animals, and trees. So you select, okay, rose, lily, marigold. These are flowers. Mango, guava, lychee, apricots, plums. These are names of fruit trees. Banyan, neem. And animals, it could be cat, dog, cow, horse, rabbit, whatever. Okay, then let them create a personal noun book. It could be kind of a scrapbook where they put pictures of their family members. Grandpa, Mr. So-and-so. Grandma, Mrs. ABC. Father, Mr. XYZ. Mother, Mrs. RST. So this is how they put pictures and they categorize their family members as grandparents, parents, and children. So personal noun books also can be created. Matching proper and common noun pairs. Like for example, you have flower, zinnia. You can give them these little slips where you have tree and then the name of a tree. You have animal, the name of an animal. So they learn to mix and match. They match the common noun with the proper noun. Now we come to grades 3 to 5. So how do we develop? Now we have to work upon the nouns which have already been taught to them. Expanding the noun types, like what are the actual types of nouns. So introduce collective nouns. At this stage, we can introduce collective nouns. Herd, flock, group, shoal, school. All right. So all these are collective nouns. Then we come to abstract nouns. Happiness, freedom, love, anger, joy. Right. So these are abstract nouns. They can feel them, hot, cold. So they can be felt, but they cannot be seen. So these are abstract nouns. Then count versus mass weight nouns. Mass weight is the same. Count like 1, 2, 3, 4, dozen. These are countable nouns, like the variety. Then even liter, how many liters? But when we come to mass and weight, it's kgs, grams, tons. So this way. This is how we have the countable and uncountable nouns also that can be enumerated or told to our students. Activities, noun classification charts. That is, if there is one main noun, then what can be its subparts? Like here we have colors. What all colors are there? Red, blue, mustard, yellow, pink, white, gray, black, mauve, purple, light green, and brown. So this is how children will learn the different kinds of colors. Abstract noun storytelling. Teachers can read out a story, or they can just, speak up. They themselves, come out with a story, and they tell the children that whenever you hear of an abstract noun, you stop me. You just raise your hand. Like, for example, Ram was angry. So the child raises his or her hand. Angry, abstract noun. He went out and he felt cold. Cold, abstract noun, stop. Okay. The night was very chilly. Okay, sorry, no. Chilly would be an adjective. So here he felt frightened. So frightened would be an abstract noun. But suddenly he saw a car coming and he saw his parents getting down from it and he was very happy. He was ecstatic. So these are all abstract nouns. Ecstasy is a noun. Ecstatic is not a noun. It is an adjective. Collective noun matching games can be done, like shoal of fish, swarm of bees, quiver of arrows, fleet of ships, bunch of grapes, herd of cows. So this way, congress of owls. So this is how you give them collective nouns and match them with the animals which you have made a separate list of. So children learn, they can relate the two types of nouns, collective nouns and proper nouns, not exactly proper nouns, collective and common nouns. Then we teach them noun functions, okay? Subject and object roles. Nouns are used in two ways. Sometimes they act as subject and sometimes they act as an object. Ram Ram was the king of Ayodhya. So here Ram is the subject, right? But when we say that bring the pencil to me or bring the book to me, so pencil and book become objects. They're not doing anything on their own. They are objects. Sohan kicked the football. So football is the object. Sohan is the subject. So this is how we make them understand that noun functions in two ways, subject and object. Possessive noun, something belongs to someone. So like his, her, theirs, mine. So these are possessive nouns and compound nouns. So compound nouns I'm going to deal separately here. So what are compound nouns? A compound noun is a noun made up of two or more words, and they are a common part of English writing and speaking. There's nothing fancy about it. They're very common words. So let's see the examples. There are three types which I'm going to discuss right now. The first variety is open compound nouns. Here, there are words which are combined to form a new noun, but they have a space between them. For example, dish soap, all right? Cocker spaniel, two different words, but put together to give you the complete sense. Okay, soap dish, actually it should be soap dish. I'm sorry for the wrong, I mean, the text is wrong. So soap dish, the dish in which soap is kept. Cocker spaniel, which kind of spaniel? Cocker spaniel. Then we have closed compound nouns. Here, the words are combined to form simple new noun without any space in between, like sunset, sunrise, homework, minivan. These are closed compound nouns, two words put together. The third one is hyphenated compound nouns. All right, this is third variety. And what are these? The words that are combined to form a new noun, but they have a hyphen in between them. For example, checkout, due date, mother-in-law, father-in-law, all of these are hyphenated compound nouns. Nouns made up of two or more words. The other way in which you can categorize compound nouns, like earlier it was open, closed, and hyphenated. Another way in which we can teach them compound nouns are, like, there are another 3 varieties over here. Adjective plus noun. For example, blackberry, grandstand, greenhouse, small talk. So we have the adjective first, black, followed by noun, berry. Grand, adjective, stand, noun. Green, adjective, house, noun. Small, adjective, talk, noun. So these are adjectives plus nouns. Then we have another category where we combine a verb with a noun. For example, break water, fall guy, go kart, run away. So here the first word is a verb and the second one is a noun. And then we have finally preposition plus noun. For example, downtown, down preposition, noun, town. By preposition, stander, noun. Under, world. Over, time. So this is the third variety of the compound nouns in another manner, in the second category. The activities that can be conducted over here, sentence building exercises. Okay, we give them, like, we have, make sentences of your own. So we give them different kinds of nouns and we ask them to make their own sentences, construct their own statements. Then we create compound noun pictures for them. We give them pictures like fall guy, something is falling. So they have to guess. Okay. We give them picture clues. Break, something breaking, and water. So it's break water. Then sunrise. So we show them the sun and then something rising. Okay, rise. So sunrise. Sunset. Grand mom. Grand, something big, and mom. So grandmother. And then we have another game, which is possessive noun treasure hunt. So let's see what this is all about. So a possessive noun treasure hunt is an activity which helps students to learn about possessive nouns by having them find objects. Like, the teachers make the students find objects with hidden possessive statements, and then the students have to write them in possessive form. I'll elaborate on this. Now, how does it work? The students are giving a recording sheet. I mean, they're giving sheets with numbers, and they have to look for hidden clues. There are some possessive statements which have been pinned up somewhere in the classroom. And once they find the statement, they read it and they write the possessive form on their recording sheet. Like, for example, if a student finds a card which says, this paper belongs to Jenna. So they should write Jenna's paper. Then they get a card on which it is written, this car belongs to Rohit. So what do they write? Rohit's car. Okay. Then it's like, it's a pen. So this pen belongs to Mrs. Sharma. Mrs. Sharma's pen. So they get the clues in the form of written cues, and then they make possessive statements about them. And that's how they learn that this is the way you use possessive form of the noun. I've just explained. So the materials which are required for this, the teacher can print and cut out noun cards and attach them to items in the classroom, and then students go about finding them. The purpose is to use it as a teaching tool or even as an informal assessment. How quickly the child can find something, and how quickly can he or she make a statement in the possessive form. So it's a good way to review singular and plural possessive nouns. I'm going to elaborate on this part also. The resources can be found on the internet. Treasure hunt activities are available on websites like Teachers, Pay Teachers, and Super Teacher worksheets. So you can surf the net and find out the relevant kind of material for your classes. Now coming to the singular and plural forms of possessive nouns. A possessive noun is a special form of a noun that's used to indicate ownership or possession. For example, I just said Jeremy's car or Rohit's car. I said, so Jeremy's car, the car belongs to Jeremy. But here the apostrophe is used to indicate with just a simple S. It is before the S. For singular possessive nouns, the apostrophe is used before the S. All right. And it is used after the S for plural possessive nouns. For example, teachers' registers, like registers of more than one teacher. Parents' meet. That is a meeting of lots of parents. So singular possessive noun and plural possessive noun. This is how we write them when we have to indicate in writing. So that was all for today. And in the new video, which I'm going to present maybe in another day or two, we'll deal with the teaching of nouns at the middle school level. Okay, how to teach nouns from grade 6 to 8. So I hope to see you soon. Be right there. If you found this interesting, I'm sure you'd like to join me again. So thank you so much for being with me again on this platform. Thank you so much for watching. You've been a very patient audience. So thank you so much once again. And here's bidding you all a very good night and bye-bye for today. I'll be back in a couple of days once my new presentation is ready. Till then, have a very happy weekend. Enjoy yourself. The weather's getting slightly chilly now. So it's wonderful weather now. And I'll see you soon. So bye-bye. Good night. Take care. God bless.